Thank you for tuning in again to another one of my videos. Make sure you hit subscribe down there somewhere if you want to get these straight to your inbox so you can get notified as soon as they go live. Today we're talking about something special. It's special because it is one of my absolute all-time favourite cars. It's the BMW M240i, and it is a fave of mine because under that bonnet is a 6-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. It is an absolute monster, so it's cracked there a little bit. Doesn't normally look like that. 250 kilowatts of power, 500 newton meters of torque. Like, it is the absolute duck's nuts. You can see the badge there. It comes with an M badge now as well, which is cool. So today we're going to go for a quick drive in this because I want to show you what it sounds like. The noise is actually the most impressive part because it just sounds absolutely ballistic. Quick look at what this looks like. How's that? So that is the straight 6 with forced induction. You got M Performance on it, which looks really cool. And it's rear-wheel drive as well, which is pretty much the most important thing. We'll have a quick look at the inside as well. The inside is actually quite nice. This one has the optional red leather interior. And as you step in, you can see there you've got M240. Of course, you've got iDrive, which is fantastic. Such a good system. This is the latest version as well, which looks a little bit different to the previous generations, but it still works really well with a good voice recognition system. And you've got that center stack there. This one's the auto. Comes in a 6-speed manual as well, which we had recently. It was great fun. So today what we're going to do, we're going to go for a spin. And this car's literally all about the sound. I'm not going to, it's not going to be a full review or anything like that. It's just for you to hear the noise. So I'm going to strap a GoPro to the back and we'll go for a quick blat so you can hear what it sounds like because, this is the reason why it's one of my favorite cars. It sounds incredible. Sort of reminiscent of the speaking of the dead here, the Ford XR6 Turbo. I reckon that was a sensational car, and this has a lot of the same characteristics as well. So without further ado, let's go for a quick spin. Now, one of the reasons this car is one of my favorites is because you can just jump in it, put the foot down, and it just goes. Or if you want to drive sensibly, you just leave it in comfort, steering's light, and it's easy to drive, easy to park, all that sort of stuff. But when you really want to hear it sing, all you need to do is press the sport button. It puts the car into its sport mode, makes the steering a little bit heavier, and then also increases the throttle response as well. So it's basically razor sharp. You find yourself a freeway on-ramp so that it's all legal, and you just give it a kick and have a listen to this. How good is that sound? That is absolutely ridiculous. So when you are out going for a fang, you also have a sport display up here which shows you your kilowatts and newton meters, all very important stuff, but it's all in second gear. Second gear is where it's at. What a absolutely sensational car. So, ladies and gents, that is why I absolutely love that car. Now, what's on for the rest of today? We're going to go back to the radio station. It's almost like we live there. We're going to do another show. So this is one that's now going to go national from next week. It's on 2UE Talking Lifestyle. And again, call back, so people call up and ask us for car advice. So let's duck into the city and I'll walk you through that as well. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed that look at the BMW 240i. We're back here, back in the studio. So this is where we do the Monday night show. But this is also where we do a show on Sundays on 2UE Talking Lifestyle. From next week, it's going national, which is good fun. Mandy is the host of the show. Hello, Mandy.
Hi, Paul.
How are you? Now, I was hoping you might be able to quickly walk us through how all this stuff here works. We've got our call screen. So what happens when someone calls up?
Okay, so we've got this computer screen over here.
Yep.
It's called phone box.
Yep.
Of course, actually, we haven't got any calls at the moment, but when a call comes through, these lines flash up.
Yep.
And there's a producer that's in Sydney that takes that call. We don't do that. And they write who the person is, what
Yep.
they're going to be talking about. And then there's even little options where you can write what gender they are too, which really helps.
Actually, that helps because if the person is like a what's a girl, or like a Riley or something, where
Yeah,
it could
that's
be a
right.
girl or a boy, it comes in handy to know, what they are. There's also been a time where someone's called up drunk, and they actually write on their name bracket drunk, so that we know not to select that call and not to put them to air. Now, Mandy, this show is actually the person that hosts it is in Sydney,
Yes.
and we link up to them using this panel here. So they're basically, we link up to them that way. And then they sort of chat, and we chat back and forth.
Yeah.
What is your background? Because you've been in radio for a while, yeah?
Yeah. So my background is radio and I've been about 9 years or so now. So it's sort of a little bit familiar to me. It was all basically in country Victoria. I was doing radio work, and stepped it up to the capital city now. It actually
The big smoke.
yeah, that's right. It's so surreal being in the studios of 3AW and being able to sit behind a panel again and press the buttons.
It's good fun.
Feel right at home.
So basically, you can you can listen to our Sunday night show, which is Sunday afternoon. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Every Sunday afternoon from 12 p.m. until 2 p.m. All you need to do. Am I drunk? I don't even know what's that coffee
Maybe one
must
of those
have had
calls
something
that,
in it. All you need to do is head to tue.com.au. So like I said, from next week, this is going national, so you'll be able to hear it 3AW, 4BC in Brisbane, 2GB in Sydney. It'll be everywhere. And this is the show that you want to call if you need car advice and you want to chat to us. Today we had 24 callers.
Yeah.
That was pretty
pretty
impressive. So anyway, time to sign out and head off. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear it. You can also catch me on social media. Make sure you subscribe. So you hit that subscribe button and you'll get a note every time there is a new video on here. Next week's big. Next week we're going to be very busy. We've got a comparison happening in Sydney, so I'll be flying up for that. And then we will be doing the Monday night show out of Sydney as well, and we'll have Michael McLaren, one of the names on 2GB. So tune in for that, and until next time, take it easy.